Hey everyone, it's Sarah here. So I am here to set up my functional planning system for week 25. So my planning system consists of hobonichi, cousin of Vec, and a work bullet journal. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And if you're one of my followers for a while now, you guys know all about me and my project management ways and my whole functional planning system. So before we get into it, some housekeeping. I wanted to let you all know that there might be a 2-week gap on Plan With Me's because I'm going out. I have to have surgery, so I'm going to be out of pocket for a little bit. But everything's fine, nothing to worry about, routine, yada, yada, yada. I'll see you in a couple weeks. So I just wanted to let you know that there will be a gap. I'm still going to try to put some videos up. I'm trying to do some planner setup videos today, and I'll have those released out because I'm changing up my planning system a bit for the second half of the year, and I'm excited about it, and I just haven't been able to get it all together yet. So into the Plan With Me, this is my next action list. So you guys know my daily pages are all about the day, what's going on in the day. It's my repository for all the things. So I take all the things I get in my inbox throughout the week and I migrate them over to my next action list. And now I go through this trigger list where I just empty my brain, and yeah, that's what I do with it. And I'm putting all this stuff in my next action list and waiting on list. So I refresh these each month in my monthly planning system setup. So yeah, I'm just migrating them all over. And this week has been just crazy because this is a little bit unexpected going out. And also it's the end of the quarter. Thankfully, my surgery is not until right after the end of the quarter. I mean, thankfully, of course, health is first. Let's talk about boundaries there. But I'm trying to get my team, who's extremely capable, to just kind of take on some of my work, which I appreciate so much, just to keep all the metrics and everything going. So my weekly spread is all about what I have going on and the cadence of the week and the empty blocks of time. And I really like those top 3 that was recommended by one of you all, and I love doing it. So it's kind of embedded into my planning system. And this week, it's the end of the quarter. So this is the last month of the quarter, super crunch time. Making sure orders get out, all that fun stuff, hitting our shipping numbers and making sure that we're supporting all the functional areas as we can and the customers, of course. And then also, meanwhile, I'm training my team on some of the reports and dashboards that I do. So I'm building out quick work instructions for all of those things, which is a little unplanned. So I'm going to be very honest with you. My 90-day plan went completely out the window because I was finishing it up this week. I know that 2 of my projects were very dependent on another. One of my projects was dependent on an external department. So I knew that one may not get completed. Another one I had to hand off to somebody else because I'm going out on medical leave. So I'm not going to be able to see it through. So that kind of stinks. And then a couple of the other ones I was finishing up this week, and I'm still going to try to finish them, but I have to prioritize end of quarter and making my team ready. So I don't know, and I'm kind of bummed about it. But again, it's really unforeseen. So what are you going to do? So my top 3, that's the bottom. I don't use those hours of the day because I'm sleeping. And so I just like to have that section there. My email tracker. Emails are getting crazy right now because of the time of the month it is. So focusing still on trying to get to inbox 0. I've definitely abandoned some of my morning routine because it has been crazy, and I've actually been going to the doctors a lot. So I've been a little bit in and out. And it's funny because we always abandon our routines when we need them most, right? So we can't be doing that. We have to stop doing that to ourselves. But I'm looking forward because this week's going to be a little bit calmer and, Okay, that was completely false. This week is not going to be as all over the place. It's just going to be like nose to the grindstone, basically. So I am going to embrace those morning routines for myself and for my team. And I know I'm going to be working extra hours this week because it's so many things happening. But that's fine because it's just temporary and it's a season of life. So how do you guys, like, what is your opinion? So this is such a like split in culture. I could probably work 90 hours a week in my daily job, my full-time job. But is that the right thing to do? What do you guys think about balance and boundaries? Because I was working a lot and I had to really work on my boundaries, and I've been doing great with them. But now this is temporary and I'm letting go of my boundaries so I can make sure that I get everything done so I can, take time off and focus on healing and stuff. So, see, I think that's okay if it's just a season, like a timeline, a time in the project or a time in the month that it's crazy. I think it's okay to sway boundaries to some extent, to kind of waive them in some ways. I'm not saying all boundaries, but what do you guys think? If it's a busy time and it's not always like this, do you feel it's okay to be flexible on your work boundaries? Let me know in the comments, because that is always the question, right? Like, is it right or wrong? But let me know what you guys think. All right, so I am going to put up a Monday video because I'm getting into my new planning system after this video. I cannot wait to put this together because I've been working on it for a while. And my planning routine is going to be the same, but I'm changing up the system that I use. I don't know why I get all weird when I start talking. But anyway, so I am going to put up a video on Monday because I have to get my planning system done because, oh my God, July is so close. And I'm out of a planner basically soon. And I've never been this late, but everything has been crazy. And yeah, setting up my dailies, like I said, they capture everything in the day. And actually I was doing my analysis on my stress triggers. And it was funny because I knew this, but I didn't really think too much about it. But writing stuff down on the day, it's almost like a data collection tool. Well, I mean, it is basically a data collection tool, but I was able to write down what was stressing me that day. And because it was on my daily page, I knew it was May 25th, and maybe 2 days later, I knew the next day I had a stress-free day. And then the day after that, I had another stressful day. So I was able to kind of understand the timeline of my stress. So daily pages, man, they're so powerful. They're also a data collection tool if you want to geek out in data. So I just love them. But anywhoozy, I'm putting in my moments that matter stickers, and I've really been focusing on my water intake and my meals because I'm trying to. The month of June is all about reset. And I'm resetting my planning system, and also I'm redoing one of the themes from a previous month, and where my goals were way too big, so I narrowed them down. And it's funny because I'm starting to get into meal planning, understanding what meals I like based on how I'm feeling that day. And I don't maybe emotionally, but also what I have going on after work. So I've been really I think I'm ready to get my 3 meals together. So I'm so excited to meet that goal because that one I always fall down on. But so my daily pages consist of next action to do, agenda, inbox, and a waiting on follow-up section. And I like that because I was saying about that, what happens on the day, I could be so-and-so, I've been waiting since May 3rd for this answer. Come on, when can you get it done? Do you need me to set up some time? We can do it together, that kind of thing. So I really like that waiting on follow-up section down at the bottom. And it doesn't have a label. I usually write it in. So I might make another sticker on that. So that's the dailies. Going through, and all these stickers are in my shop. This is kit 4. It's like a beigey neutral. You guys know me. I'm kind of subtle on the colors, not very adventurous with big colors. But I just like it to accent my planner, not like drive my mind, I think. That's why I like the subtle colors. And now I'm going in and I'm doing some future planning. So Wednesday, water the plant Wednesday. I don't know. That's what I think. And I want to continue to track my stress. So I had some leftover Post-its and I'm just throwing them in there. And those are what I use to kind of evaluate and analyze my stress triggers. And yeah, so putting in some future planning to do. That's what I'm doing. And I'm looking at my sidebar to see where I'm at. Again, it's really just all about end of the month and being out. So that's really what my week is going to consist of. And I also need to kind of pre-record some videos for Patreon because we're going into a new month for our theme to work on, our CI project. So there's a link in my Patreon below if you're interested. And here's all the available hours that I'm going to be able to do all this in, basically. So this is my A6 hobonichi. It's like a compliment or whatever. I love this thing. I only do this in it, but I really like it. So I think I have a total of 58 hours to work on all the things. So like pre-recording some videos for while I'm not going to be out. I'm just going to be on bed rest. So I actually will have my computer once I start to feel a little better. But 58 hours to do some Patreon stuff, some YouTube stuff, and some healing. And I need some good TV shows to watch. So put those in the comments because I'm going to be stuck, on the couch, basically. So I'm going to need some good TV shows. So please leave a link. I got Hulu, Netflix, Prime, Sling. I think that's all I have right now. So, but let me know if it's worth subscribing to something else because I'll be there for a while. So that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and check out these next videos if you like this. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.